All right, y'all. We back with another video, man. Y'all already know what's going on. All right. Check this out, right? I saw this clip. This guy was on Beehive TV, and it's basically a part of a radio station here um in Atlanta. And I don't know who this guy is, but he talked about the whole Pooh Shiesty Gucci Man thing in a bigger spectrum, right? And how it all mostly tied back to Atlantic Records. Now, if I was any artist and I'm signed, even if it's a sub label to the parent label, I'm not playing with Atlantic Records. Playing with Atlantic Records is like playing with your life. You see what just happened to Oliver Tree. You trying to get out the label to become independent. Boom, they let you go. You already out of your prime. They get the money from you, through insurance, through streams going up. All right, cool. We recoup, pays us some bread back. You would have never made this kind of money for us ever again in your life, right? So Pooh Shiesty still signed to 1017. Nothing has changed. Obviously, we know that whole process, is illegal. You're not going to get out of any contract that way. Um, so we know the new 1017, they're still under Atlantic Records. So the whole thing is Pooh Shiesty saying Gucci done made over 20 million off his music while he was locked up. He only made about 5 million or whatever he made. It doesn't even matter. The deal you signed, the stupidity, the dumb decisions that he made to get himself locked up 5, 6 years, that's the result of it. Regardless, Gucci is going to continue to make money off Pooh Shiesty now, probably the rest of his life, because there ain't no telling what's going to happen with this case. But I just wanted to get on here and cover this. Honestly, this wasn't even the video I had planned. I was like, look, I might just drop this and still drop my other video, but I got a little bored, so I was like, let's do some recording. But anyways, check this clip out.
If you think that you are gonna rob, that you were robbing Gucci, well, here's a surprise for you. You were robbing Atlantic Records. You were robbing a Fortune 500 company. Gucci is just a front man. But if you think that you were gonna rob their front man, take off with the money, make them sign a release, and Atlantic ain't gonna come do nothing to you, where do you think that you were gonna go? If you had gotten a release, you think you were gonna run over to Universal? You think you was gonna run over to Def Jam when all them know each other? This nigga just took $10 million from me and then robbed my front man. You had no career after that regardless. Somebody put this dumbass shit in your head for a different motive. See, that's what all this shit be about. See, there's always a puppet master. Somebody playing. Because you're not finna walk out of there not owing Gucci, owing them folks.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing. You ain't robbing Gucci, man. Getting Gucci to let you out the contract. You robbing Atlantic Records. Like he said, a Fortune 500 company that would literally take you out of there. That will take you out of there. Somebody said overreacting to the max and put a laughing emoji. People always think the laughing emoji certifies what they said when you're not even listening to what he's saying. You're not even listening to what he's saying. And then to think that just Gucci's signature is gonna get you out of a bad deal that you think you in order to go to somebody else and sign with them, it just don't even make no sense. Now, I did want to hear Charleston White talk about it because obviously we know it's probably one of the dumbest things we've ever seen. One of the dumbest things we've ever seen. Someone actually record themselves robbing a multi-millionaire label owner to try and get out of your contract is just insane. In today's time, what people do on the internet, what people will willingly post on the internet, incriminate themselves, is out of this world. And these supposed to be street tough guys. But obviously, just like they always say, like hardcore criminals, they're never that smart because clearly, I mean, this isn't smart. You know, you can't even blame it on like the prosecutors or the state or whoever leaked it, you know, that's a part of the case. You can't even blame them. The video was created by the guys who did it. It wouldn't be nothing to leak if they didn't record anything. It's crazy. Let's check out a little bit of Charleston White talking about it. This is pretty interesting, pretty funny as usual.
Well, there's a lot to talk about, but we have to talk about the video that just dropped today. The Pooh Shiesty Gucci Mane situation with a guy with a gun where they're basically forcing him to say that he's no longer signed in 1017.
Shit, what shit? You dropping this dumb bitch? Bro, let them know
It's a
you
done
ain't
deal.
going nowhere. You ain't
Bro, it's a
going
done
nowhere,
deal.
bro. Let them know you dropping me,
I
bro.
drop you.
No, say it.
Who
Nigga.
should I say drop from 1017?
Shout out to real nigga. Ain't never did no police shit or none of that, bro. Tell them what's going on.
Bro, we just did that. That's done.
What you do?
You drop. You said you want to be dropped, you drop.
You signed the paper
I
and
signed the paper,
everything.
it's done.
I can't believe someone actually pulled out a camera and filmed that.
He was instructed by the boss to do it. They say he wanted that recorded.
Right.
Yes. So I remember it probably been about 10 years ago. I remember law enforcement coming before the world and said that social media have become the #1 tool for law enforcement for making arrests and solving crimes. He goes down in history as the biggest crash out ever.
Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah. He goes down in history. He had the world at his fingertips. Knowledge and information. I don't know what. Well, let me stop saying that. Because you and I are law-abiding citizens. So
Correct.
we don't look at crime and say that's logical.
No.
So I don't know what he could have been thinking about in prison. I don't know who he could have been talking to as big homies, as unks. And I don't know what his dad was thinking to think that you can record this and it's gonna be legally binding.
Yeah, the fact that there is someone in the shop brandishing a weapon,
Yeah.
at least have that guy out the video. At least don't have that guy on video. Have him sit to the side somewhere. So at least you could say, what gun? I don't know. But the fact that the guy with the gun is actually on video and
Locking the door.
you hear Gucci, yeah, by the door. And Gucci's like, I already said it. Yeah, you out of the contract.
And then
okay.
one guy saying you're not going nowhere.
Right.
False imprisonment, kidnapping.
That's kidnapping.
Yeah.
That's another charge.
Only for you to continue to say ain't. It's like even in that video, he's still looking for validation and affirmation from somebody. Ain't got no fuck shit on his name, ain't never done no police shit, but you're recording a crime.
Your own crime.
I've done that once before, Vlad.
Really?
Yeah.
I have not.
You know what?
You know what? It is crazy though when you think about it. You know, somebody who's supposed to be so proven in the streets, so this and that, already made it in the rap game. Like you said, got the world at your fingertips. But we already know having that world at your fingertips comes with a lot of strings. It also comes with losing your soul. But feeling like, you know, that's the thing about folks who really came up in the streets. And you know, me being around what I was around growing up, I seen it time after time. You know what I'm saying? I never been in the streets, but I was around it day in, day out. Um, that validation and always wanting to prove that you a tough guy, either get you killed or get you put in jail. It ain't it's never really no in between because you can be like Pooh Shiesty, known to the world, to the industry, to the rap game, whatever, you know, like he said, got the world at your fingertips, millions that you could possibly make, and you still trying to prove that you a tough guy and you don't do police shit. The mindset is sickening. Sick. Sick that you can have all that access and you still want to be tough.
I was sitting in my house one day arguing with a guy online, and the guy said that he was coming down to the classic lady to come see me.
Okay.
I'm just playing though. But online, I go live and say, yeah, nigga, I'll meet you down there. I'm on my way. And I get my guns. And I'm recording myself live the whole way. Say, yeah, nigga, I'm taking all the excuses away from the jury. Nigga, yeah, we finna die today. But I'm just trolling online. Well, when I get there, the guy shows up.
Oh, okay.
I'm still live. I duck down behind the fence. I look at the camera with the gun pointing out like that. And 2 days later, I was in jail for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Oh, wow.
From the video I uploaded on Facebook. I ended up beating the charges.
Did he press charges?
He didn't have to. I recorded myself. He didn't have to press charges. I recorded myself doing it.
Literally.
Pointing the gun. I'm aiming the gun. Now, they can't see what I'm aiming at, but I done gave the whole detailed description.
Right.
And then came back online and me and him argued for 2 more days until I went to jail. Ended up beating it. But I say that to say this.
I say I have to.
You get caught in the matrix when you live in the matrix. I recorded myself pretending to mace a cat. Shot water on the cat. I recorded myself doing that.
Yeah, you got arrested for that.
Guess what my lawyer told me? Charleston, you gave him the evidence. Man, I ain't maced the cat, but you said you did. Man, I'm just bullshitting. But you said it. It's a self-confession. We had to fight to beat that shit.
Huh.
I beat it.
How much did it cost you?
That and the 2 aggravated assaults are well over $100,000.
There you go.
Well over $100,000.
There you go. And you know what would happen if you had a public defender? You'd be in jail right now.
Yeah.
This would be over a jail phone.
My confession. I did it. Anything you say can and will be used against you, but to record this, homie, they not doing this to go to court and say, hey, they doing this to show other people we did this to him. All this was recorded to show other people, look how we got this bitch ass nigga. Because that's why that's why he kind of chastening him. All I can say is, this is the street nigga I've been looking for. Pooh Shiesty is the street nigga I've been looking for. Crash out. You can't make sense of being in the streets. Why? Because street guys live by morals and principles that sometimes they have to crash out based on morals and principles. We want Gucci to crash out for the ones that, but not as logical people. The ones that once was in the streets and now thinking logic, we give Gucci a pass. Man, well, he's a CEO now. That's a 13-year-old kid. What's the difference? That's a 13-year-old kid that think they know the streets, but don't know the streets. Give him a pass. Let him tell too.
Yeah, I don't think that Pooh Shiesty's getting out of this one.
I don't think Dad's them getting out of this, because you see Dad in the shadow in the back in half of the video.
Right.
It's conspiracy. If anything, it's a conspiracy to commit.
Right. And I guess they found the actual contract. And the contract basically says that I give Pooh Shiesty everything and I get nothing. Ever. It's like one of these very clearly not a good contract for someone to sign.
Now Gucci probably own everything.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah, I think Glorilla got a new song with Pooh Shiesty out. That's going to Gucci's pockets right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
She probably said, look, he probably not getting
what?
out. Let's just drop it.
He gonna be a real nigga with life sentence. That's all we want, is to be a real nigga. And I think the fans is gonna be satisfied.
Do you think he'll get life for something like this? I don't think so.
I think his arrogance, I think his bravado-ness, I think so. I think the amount of time he get might as well be life. But a gun in the picture, it's the feds, kidnapping, relevant conduct. You got violence before this. Yeah. Hires. Yeah.
Right.
What'd he say? He said he got one out with Glorilla right now. And guess what it say? Guess what it say under 1017 Atlantic Records. Still not out of the contract. You in jail, back about to go to jail. Gucci getting all that money. Guess who won at the end of the day? For you to want to prove yourself that you tough, that's where you end up. That's what that life do to you though, man. That's what it do to you. Just like Charleston said, some of them come from the streets to a point where they feel like they gotta crash out or they lose that reputation. You know, but the thing is, you could do stuff like that in silent. That's what social media do. You felt like you had to record it. Obviously, they didn't release it, but you know, if you really moving, if you really gonna move that way, Just do it in silence. No phones, no nothing. Just make it happen. But it's the life that we live in. Everything is gonna make it to the internet. It's just like the old saying that everything done in the dark comes to the light. In today's world, anything you do in the dark is going to the internet. And that's the same thing. It's gonna come to the light. Now everybody gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this one. Just want to get on here and talk to y'all for a little bit. Black Balloon, and I'm gonna see y'all soon. All right. I'm out.